Oh my gosh, it's after 2, I'm sorry. 2:06 according to my iPad. Running late yet again. Story of my life. Oh, hello. Just wait till Facebook tells everyone that I'm online. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. Wednesday, 2 o'clock. I hope we are all well. If you're here, jump in, say hello. 3:07 where you are, Leonie. Well, hang on, it may have changed. I can't tell. Wait a minute. You're right. 2:07 here. So it's moved a minute since I started. After 5 where you are, Sylvia. All right. Hello, everyone. Hey, Deb. Nice to see you here. Sorry I wasn't on last week, but I had a really bad headache all day. It just would not go. And it was just like, oh, I feel like bleh. So no one wants to see me when I feel like bleh. So I didn't come on. But this is a new week, and we are ready and raring to go. It's hump day. Nap time for you, Leonie. Actually, yeah, I could do with a nap as well. You know, I've fallen into that silly trap where it's like I'm really tired about 10 o'clock at night, and then I don't go to bed then when I'm really tired, and I fight through the tired feeling, and then all of a sudden about 11:30 I come back to life, and it's like, oh, I'm full of life now, and then I go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Yeah, I bet you I'm not the only one who does that too. So you had 3 hours sleep last night, Leonie. Oh my goodness, why? That's not good. That is not healthy. Not healthy at all. Okay, so I think Facebook is letting people know that I'm online now. So I'm just going to run through a couple of quick things to let you know what's coming up, and then we're going to get on to crafting. Hey, Leanne, how are you? Nice to have everyone here. Not ridiculous at all. You live my life, Leonie. I know you do. You're a bit of a night owl. Okay, so I just wanted to touch base on a few things. I have my Stampin' by Mail program currently open. I actually opened it early. Normally I release them on the 15th of the month, and then the registrations close at the end of the month, and then I send them out shortly thereafter. But because I was really excited about using a new product, I opened it early. I was a bit sneaky, and I opened it early. And that means registrations are closing on the 22nd of November. Okay, so if you want in to the Stampin' by Mail, then make sure you register before the 22nd. And I'm using the quite curvy Christmas stamp set, which is really cute. So this is a really quick run through of the cards. I'm going to give you, a really long look at them. But basically, my Stampin' by Mail is a class that comes to your door, really. So you get 8 project kits for these cards that I'm showing, not 8 of each of the cards. But these 8 cards, you get a project kit for each one of these cards with full colour instructions. And in the class, you also get the stamp set, the Curvy Christmas stamp set. You can add on other products if you like. It's all on the registration page. I also have an option where you can get just the project kits, or you can also get just the tutorials. All right, so if you're interested in that Stampin' by Mail, please register before the 22nd of November for the Curvy Christmas Stampin' by Mail. If you go to my blog, simplystampingwithnorelle.com, you'll see at the top menu, there's like a couple of lines of grey options. One of them says Stampin' by Mail. If you click on that, it will have listed all the available classes that I have. Sometimes I offer more than one at a time because I'm a glutton for punishment, and it's just so much nice stuff I want to play with and get out there for people to play with as well, that I can't limit myself a lot of time to one Stampin' by Mail per month. So you might see others pop up. But for each one, there will be an image on that page. You click on that image, it will take you through to more detailed information about that Stampin' by Mail and the registration link, okay? Hey, Kathy, thank you for coming, joining in. The next thing I need to let you know about is my next online live card class, which is held via Zoom and Facebook Live. That is on the 27th of November at 7 p.m. Brisbane time, so it's a Friday night, and these are held normally on the last Friday of the month, and they're at 7 p.m. my time, which is 8 p.m. Sydney, Melbourne, New South Wales, Victoria, I should say. I shouldn't just say the capital cities, that's not good. Hey Michelle, thanks for joining in. So the online live class is on the 27th of November, and registration closes on the 13th, so it's only 2 days away. So please make sure that you register by then. For that class, you get 3 cards, 2 of each. So you get 3 project kits, 2 of each. In the class on the night, we make 1 of each card, and then you have the other project kit to make up at your leisure. And the following day after the class, I send out the tutorials for those cards, so that if you've forgotten what to do overnight, which, hey, you know, it happens, I do that, I have a sleep and forget what happened that day, then you'll have the tutorials the next day so you can recreate the cards. If you don't want to be on Zoom, you can watch it on Facebook Live in our dedicated class group. You can also watch the replay later, so you don't have to be there if something crops up and you can't make it on the night, even though you've registered. The video will be in the Facebook group until a couple of days before the next class is scheduled. So for this one on the 27th of November, the class will be up in that group until sort of late December, all right, before the next one is run. So registration for that closes in 2 days. It's $35. You get 6 project kits, and we make 3 cards on the night, and I'll give you a sneak peek of the cards. We're using the Poinsettia Petals stamp set, or that suite. You don't need to own the stamp set to participate in class. I can't speak. I provide you kits where everything is pre-cut. You just need to provide an ink. I tell you in the class form what colour ink you'll need, glue, your basic toolkit. So you need glue, paper trimmer, a red ink, and a Christmas sentiment stamp of some sort. All right, but these really quick are the cards we will be making in that class. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. All right, there you go. You're not seeing any more. You have to come to class. All right, so that is the online class, 27th of November. And then the last thing I wanted to let you all know is about my cards and bingo. How cool. We all love bingo. Hands up, you love bingo. I love bingo. We play it, you know. We have a little, I was going to say kiddie set, but I think it is a kiddie set. But we have a bingo set we got at a chemist years and years ago. And it's got the little wheel with the balls in it and the cards and everything. And we'll quite regularly as a family play some bingo games. It's lots of fun. So I'm having a cards and bingo night. So on the night, you'll make 3 cards intercepted with lots of bingo games. So I think we're going to play like 7 bingo games on the night. Okay? And I can't remember the price. Let me have a look. It's $35. Sorry, I had the online class price mixed up. It's $25. Bingo is $35, okay? For that, you get to make the 3 cards, and you get to play 7 games of bingo. You get 2 bingo cards included in your goodies bag, and you also get some new Stampin' Up! Product in that goodie bag, and you can purchase extra bingo cards for $5 a card. So it's on the 11th of December, and registrations close on the 27th of November. So all this is on my blog, simplystampingwithnorelle.com, and at the top, like I said, there's the links to each thing. So there's a link to the cards and bingo, there's a link to the online live card classes, and there's a link to Stampin' by Mail. So all those nitty-gritty details are on my website. But if you have any questions, then please comment below or message me, call me, email me, whatever. Yeah, just get a hold of me so you get your answer, basically. That's it. I'm finished all that gump talking. Let's get on to creating. So I'm not creating Christmas today. I'm using the stamp set and coordinating punch that coordinated with my craft box that just closed. So if you're not familiar with a craft box, it's a monthly box of crafting goodness that you get to create with. Sorry about the glare on my glasses. I just realised it's quite bad. Yeah, these glasses don't have that protective film on them, so the light from my window is glaring. I'm sorry. Alright, so I'm going to be creating with Under Your Umbrella today. So this is the card I'm going to make first up. And then I'm going to case 2 cards out of the catalogue. Alright, and I've got a frog, so I'm sorry. Alright, so I'm going to turn you around and we're going to start creating. So you're going to see my wonderful view out my window. Sorry. And then I'm going to turn you around. Sorry if you get seasick. You see all the wonderful mess on my desk. Let me just move this forward. Whoops. I nearly dropped Jizzle. Oh my goodness, that's no good. Alright, I think you can all see that. Alright. Oh, it's hard to do up. That wants to move. Seasickness, I know. I'm sorry. Alright, turn some lights on so you can see better. There we go. Alright, so I'm using the Under My Umbrella stamp set, which is super cute. Love it. It's been around for a while, but you know what? I don't think I've actually used it before. I decided to use it for my craft box, and then when I've fallen in love with it, I'm going to keep using it. So I'm using it today. And we're going to create this card, which is really super simple. And then I'm going to case these 2 out of the caddy. Alright, so let's get going. I'm just going to move this out of the way. And I'll bring that back when I'm ready to case the cards. So hopefully this week I haven't forgotten anything and I've got everything sorted and I know what I'm doing. I had a shocker the last couple of lives I did. Just all over the place. Right, I'm going to make this up in different colours. So I decided to go with Misty Moonlight. And hopefully I've pre-cut everything. In my little bag here. Bag of goodness. Alright, so. Sorry about the grid paper. Yeah, I don't usually replace it until like you really can't use the grid lines anymore to line things up with. And I know some people don't like it messy, and I know in my YouTube videos I'm just waiting for someone to comment going, you really should change your grid paper, because probably for the last 10 YouTube videos I've done, if you watch them in order you can see things added as I go along. So the first card I do, it's like it's nice and clean. Next video I do, it's got like a stamp off of something, and then you can see the progression of the cards I make as on my grid paper as I go through. It's funny. But hey, it's still good. It's got lots of white space. And it's not, you know, you can still see the lines, so it still works for me. Alright, we have our card, Misty Moonlight card, and it's landscape, so I'll put it the right way around. Then I have, so that's just a standard A4 piece of cardstock that I have cut in half. So I cut that at 5 7/8 and then fold it in half to create my card base. Who has popped in? Oh, everyone's just saying hello. Silver and Michelle saying hello. To each other, I mean. Alright, then I've got my white layer, which is 5 3/4 by 4 inches. And then I have just another piece of our Designer Series paper. So this is from the colour, In Colour Designer Series paper. And that is going to be, don't know, let's just get the ruler out. 5 5/8, probably by 3 7/8. Yep. Alright, so that's my normal layers that I do. They're always just that 1/8 of an inch around the edge. Then I have, trying to think what I've got here. I think I've got that. I don't know what I cut out now. I know these are for the umbrellas. Put that way. I know that. And then I think I'm going to cut out. No, that is going to go there, and then that's going to go. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, let me grab the rectangle that I need. I've used the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I think I was going to cut that. I cut that a bit small, didn't I? Ooh. Alright, I'm going to cut that out of the blue. No, I was going to cut that out of the white. I think. Yes. See, I remember what I was doing. Told you. I've had a few sleeps since I came up with this. I was actually like prepared early for today's live, which is not like me. Anyone who normally watches will know I'm a very last minute person. Right, just going to run this through the stamp cut and emboss machine, which someone called the Boss. So I think that's a really apt name. And I'm just going to call it the Boss from now on. So I'm going to run it through the Boss. Oh, wait, I have a problem. My handle's coming off. I need to redo my screw up. I've used it too much. Gosh, just as well I don't have to cut anything else out, hey? Right, so that is going on our piece of Misty Moonlight, which is just a little bit bigger than our white piece. And I'm not happy with how that blends too much, so I'm going to cut another white bit to fit there because you can't see it. Oh, bear with me. Alright, here we go. I'm going to, that is 4 1/4 by 3. So I just dropped that on the floor. Gosh, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, 1/8 of an inch bigger. Get it lined up. All right. Okay. Now, pick up my bit that's fallen on the floor. Okay. Now I think this, there you go, that stands out much better now. Yeah, lots of layers. I like lots of layers. It's good. Our umbrellas, I've just grabbed some designer series paper and I'm going to do 3 in the dots, I think, and 1 in the pattern. And I'm not going to, I should have stamped them, but I think they look okay without being stamped. No, let's stamp them, because you sort of miss it, don't you? It doesn't look the same. Do you know, I tore a stamp the other day. I was in a hurry and I was ripping it off the protective sheet, and then next I looked at it and went, oh no, I got half a stamp. So please be gentle with the stamps, unlike me. I can get another 1 or 2 out of here. Sorry, I know I sometimes shake the table when I stamp. It's not as stable a table as I would like. I'll try to be gentle on my ink pads. Yeah, it's not going to fit in there. Hopefully you can all still hear me. I know when I turn it around, the sound goes a little bit quieter because of where the microphone is. Alright, and now we're going to have a really pretty floral one. Oh, I love this paper, so pretty. Now I do need to get a bit of the blue in as well, so we'll go that flower. And I may have to trim, yes. I still have to trim. Do you hate that? Sometimes you try and cut corners and it takes you twice as long to do anything. Does anyone else do that? Alright, is that lined up? I'm hoping so. It's not quite, I don't have a lot to grab here, so. Alright, here we go. Cross everything. There we go. That's not too bad. So what's everyone up to this week? Anyone do anything very exciting so far in the week or last weekend? I know if you're at Stand Up Downtown, you're probably on stage at home. Wasn't that good? Loved it. And the new catalogue is on the website for demonstrators to look at, the PDF. So exciting. Full of lovely, lovely product. Love it. Sorry, I can't talk and line up my punch at the same time. Obviously, because it went silent. Alright, last umbrella. And then I need to punch out the stems. Stalk, what are they? They're not stems, they're handles. Alright, so now we have all our umbrellas. Alright, they're going to go something like that. Okay, and now I can get the black cardstock, but I need the black for the handles, so bear with me. See, I told you, I was semi-organised. Now, it wouldn't be one of my Facebook Lives, would it, if I didn't forget something, or I didn't make something go wrong. I don't do it on purpose, it's just a natural talent I have. Now I can't find my tweezers. Quiet. Are you all still there? Alright, we have our handles. Now, I've made a complete and utter mess on my desk. You're absorbed, are you, Sylvia? You're easily pleased, love. That's what I gotta say. Now I put twine on this one, and for what I'm doing, I'm going to use this denim ribbon just around the bottom. And it just goes on this layer. So just going to put it on the front and then tie a bow to stick on there. Oh, okay. I just cut that off. I was going to say, well, that was a nice size piece, just right off the roll. Oh, my memory is shot, obviously, because I just cut that and then went, oh, look at that. There's a bit cut to the right size. Magic. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. You're having cat cuddles, so can't go anywhere. Aha! See, now the truth comes out, Sylvia. Now the truth comes out. You're not absorbed, you're trapped. Our cat doesn't cuddle. So jealous of people whose cats cuddle. Ours is a spawn of the devil. Sorry, Leonie, if you're still watching. She is. Seriously. You can pat her for, I don't know, maybe 5 seconds at a time, and then that's it. You go anymore, you're going to lose a hand or an arm. Oh, she's just... I think she's traumatised. Something happened at the first cattery we left her at. And she just hasn't recovered from it. She just came back a different cat. Oh, it's terrible. Alright, who's got an hour to watch me tie this bow? Nah, shouldn't be that long. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's just go with that, shall we? Alright, so I'm going to put that aside because I don't want that just yet. Cover up what I'm copying. So all these umbrellas that I did, I glued on. This one I thought today I wanted to put it on with dimensionals, just to be different. And when I'm gluing these, I'm not putting glue up the top here because I want to be able to slide my handle in. So just going to randomly put them at different angles, and I've lost an umbrella. Oh no, that is hiding. Oh, that was close. Alright. So the patterned one I'm going to put on last. It took me a long time, Elizabeth, to learn how to tie bows like that. A long time. I will show you, remind me to show you when I'm done how to do it, because it is really easy. And you know, I had people try and they sent me videos, they sent me links to different things, they suggested different tools, and for a long time people kept saying, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way. And then one day I just watched someone tie a bow and they did it really slowly, and I went, are you kidding? That is so easy. So then I have been tying it like that, tying them like that ever since, and it's changed my life. I used to always joke that I'm the world's worst bow tire, but I can't say that anymore because, yeah, I'm not. I actually tie pretty good. They're not always all a success. Some I have to fluff around with, but 99% of the time they come out quite good. Alright, so I'm just putting dimensionals on this. Again, I'm leaving the gap at the top so I can put the handle in. You can overlap these as much as you want or angle them however you want. Hey Sue, how are you? So now I'm just going to put glue on these and tuck them underneath. And if they're a little bit long and I don't want to force them and bend them, I'm just going to chop them off. So I don't need all that handle. I just need enough to just go under my umbrella, and no one knows that it doesn't go all that underneath. So, and I'm going to get glue all over my fingers if I don't use my tweezers. So you should be able to just lift these up just a little bit on the edge, not to bend them or anything, just enough to slide your handle in. I've got to make sure these go the right way, so I don't have handles going the wrong way. Oh gosh, I can't get that one now because I put the dimensionals on the other one. Yeah, make it work. Okay. I love this umbrella stamp and this punch. I don't know why I didn't use them earlier. I think because I've just got so much other stuff, like, because I'm a bit of a collector, like I'm sure you all are too. You just got to have it all because it's all so pretty. And then it's like, well, now I have to use it. And then the next thing will come along that you go, oh, that's even prettier, I have to use that now. But I'm determined that before this catalogue finishes, I'm going to use everything I have out of it. Yeah, we'll see how well that goes, hey? The intention is there. This type of card would be perfect for someone having a bridal shower or a baby shower. Just change the colours up. And yeah, it'd be really pretty. Now I'm going to, I think, put that in the middle because I want my sentiment over there. Or should I not put a sentiment on it? I might not even put a sentiment on this one. See, I make things up as I go. It's pouring rain there, really, and thunder. Oh my goodness. We have clear blue skies up here in Brisbane, and I think it's quite warm outside because I've got the air on. But then I'm just hot anyway all the time. Now my ribbon here, I don't know if you can see, but it's, because I've only got tape around the back, it's not staying close to the piece of card. So my trick for that is if I find my, oh, they're not there, they're here. If I'm going to put a bow on the ribbon, I want it to sit nice and flat and not be like bouncy like it is. So wherever the bow is going, I just grab a glue dot and stick it under where that bow is going to be. Because sometimes when you do this, you can see, if you look closely, you can see the outline of the glue dot. So if I put my bow over that, you don't see it anymore. Hey presto, it's gone if it's in the middle. Hopefully it is. There we go, you can't see that now. Okay, we are ready to, sorry, frog's back. Ready to assemble the rest of the card now, which is just simply gluing and putting it down. So I'll start with the base layer. It was really hot. You cooked yesterday, Victoria. Elizabeth, I read that and went, what did you cook? And then I realised, oh no, maybe you meant that it was really hot yesterday. Is that what you meant? I'm assuming that's what you meant. But like my dear departed dad used to say, never assume, because it makes a out of you and me. So I don't assume anything anymore. I'm not going to say the full thing, because people might get offended. Oh, thank you, Janice. Janice. I just renamed you, doll. Hello, Janice. Yes, I got it right, Elizabeth. Yay. Okay. Alright, now designer series paper next. Layer, upper layer, upper layer. What? Isn't that old, what's that for a strudel or something, wasn't it? Layer, upper layer, upper layer. Things you remember when you're growing up. My gosh, I don't think they have that commercially anymore. Don't apologise for being late, Sue. It's all okay. Yet another layer. So this is quite a deceivingly detailed card. So when you look at it, you go, oh, that's really nice. And then you break down the little bits to it. And it's probably a bit more time consuming than you would want to do for your everyday card. But for a special event, like a baby shower or a bridal shower, I think it's really pretty and worth the effort. Alright, so now we're going to dimensionalize this top bit. Sarah Lee apple strudel, yes, Sue. Yum, now you're making me hungry. I knew it was something Sarah Lee. Layer, upper layer, upper layer. Oh, talking about strudels and stuff. Oh my gosh. My son has it in his head at the moment. He needs dessert every night. So we have a, not an IJ, I think it's a Drake's, 5 minutes away from us, which is, not that great. It's way too close. And he's decided that the Sarah Lee blueberry Danish is his go-to dessert at the moment. So after dinner he'll go, what's for dessert, Mum? And I came from a family where you don't have dessert every night. It was a special thing. So I don't often think to do dessert. And I go, oh no, nothing. And he goes, oh, Dad, can we go to Drake's? And then he comes home with a blueberry Danish and a carton of custard. Oh, thank you, Deb. DSP soon is the 2018, 2020 in colour DSP. Oh, that's not the proper name. I will go grab it and get you the proper name. There we go. There's the first card. So just check that out while I go get this paper. Hang on. Find it. Wait, I'm coming back. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, it slipped to the back of the drawer and I couldn't find it. Okay, it is, I was right. No, I wasn't right. It's the 2020 to 2022 in colour designer series paper. and this is for the in colours. So it has in it Cinnamon Cider, Misty Moonlight, Magenta Madness, Bumblebee, and Just Jade. So this is the Misty Moonlight, and that's the Bumblebee. There we go. So that's the first card. So I've cased my own creation, changed it up a little bit, and the Scalloped rectangle is from the Stitched So Sweetly dies. I'm sorry they're a mess, but if you watch me regularly, you know my dies are not pretty, but they still work. They're all in the packet. They just don't look attractive when you pull the packet. So they're the Stitched So Sweetly dies. There's a few different sizes of rectangle shapes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, and some other lovely shapes that cut out sentiments. It's designed to go with the stamp set, so it's a really cool, beautiful designs there, all with the stitching around them. Alright, so that's the first card. You're welcome. Alright, now you could add extra bling, like to it to add some bling, but I'm not going to right now. I'm just going to leave it like that, and then we're going to get on to casing a couple for the catalogue. So I have here, these are the 2 samples that Stampin' Up! Provide us in the catalogue, and I love that for every stamp set there's at least 1 sample. So you don't have to be creative at all to create with our products. You can just go, I really like that, I'm going to recreate it. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is to do. You just have to work up from your bottom layer up. That's how I do it. So we'll take the first one. What have I got first here? I think I've got this one first. So your card base, they've got a grey card base. So I've recreated it here, sort of. I've probably had a bit of poetic license and changed it a little bit, but so there's my grey card. Okay, same as they have. They have a white piece of paper here. So I need to cut this down to size because that's too big. I want it to be more like theirs. So I thought I might use a rectangle die for that, but I need to put the screw back in on my handle of my machine. I don't know if I can use it now. In a minute. I haven't been paying attention to my screw. Like with any machine, like embossing machine that's out there in the market, you do have to keep an eye on that screw in the handle. Mine's decided it has come out, so let me, is it righty tighty, lefty loosey? No, yes, I should be. Oh, it doesn't want to go in. I must be doing it the wrong way. Hang on, we have a break in transmission. Just trying to get my handle back in, otherwise I can't do what I want to do. No, it doesn't want to go in for some reason. I will limp through with it like it is and then fix it. Hopefully it's not going to come off. Alright, so yeah, so I wanted to use a rectangle stitch dies for this, just to add something different, because I didn't like how it was so plain. I mean, it's a beautiful card, but I have to zhuzh everything up. So I'm just going to randomly pick one of these and go, that might be alright, maybe this size. No, I think that size. So lots of rectangles here to choose from. Get in there. Alright. So I'm just going to cut this. Sorry about that. That was the rectangle die going through. It always struggles at the very first edge for these type of dies. Right, so we have our rectangle. my gosh, doesn't want to come out. Alright. Then, I'll put this away so I don't lose it. Then all they have is an umbrella, and they have done some, if you look really closely, they've done like a watercolour wash behind it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have my rectangle, my umbrella, and my sentiment, and then a few embellishments. So if I move this aside, hopefully you can cover up my mess and you can still see it. Now I need the stamp. And Memento ink stamps just fine on this glitter paper. So this is from the Artistry Blooms product suite, and it's just gorgeous. It's ombre multicolour glimmer paper, so pretty. And I'm going to, what colour should I do? Yeah, let's do purples and blues. So pretty. I like it all. I cut one out earlier. I'm going to use on another project in the yellows. So the yellow orange bit. So pretty. Alright, so we have our umbrella. Now, if you're not confident that your black ink pad is inked up enough, so mine actually needs a bit of a re-ink, and it doesn't give a really dark image all the way around, particularly in the darker colour, then that's when you want to use your Stamparatus, because then if it doesn't ink properly, you can just re-ink your stamp and stamp again, and you'll get a darker, better image. But I was just going to go with what it gave me. Now we're going to just punch out our little umbrella. And what I like to do when I'm lining something up like this, so I make sure I have it completely lined up before I commit to punching it. I like to hold the punch down. I get it lined up, hold the punch down just enough that it holds the paper, so then I can check that it's lined up properly before I commit and punch the whole thing out. And I don't have a lot of hand or wrist strength, so oh my gosh, I need to put it down to punch it. There we go. Now look at that, I have a bonus umbrella. Does it want to come out? Come out. And a bonus handle now I can use on another project. Oh, that is pretty, look at that. Oh, so pretty. Alright, this is what we want for now. Now I need another handle. Hiding under all my mess is the black. Thank you everyone for sticking around. I appreciate you being here. It's lovely that you're watching. See, I really need to build up the strength of my hands. Oh, I struggle with the punches. It's not the puncher's fault. It's my weak wrists' fault. Right. I'm not adding anything to this except the umbrella and some rhinestones or some sequins. So I'm actually going to stick this on, and I might raise it on dimensionals because I'm not adding anything else. I want a little bit of interest, but I have to stamp first. Hey, oh, that was nearly a disaster. Stamp before you put something on with dimensionals. This is never going to end well otherwise. So in this. Rain or shine, you're always on my mind. Is that what I picked out? Yep. Now I'm not going to be particular where I put it. I'm just going to stamp it in this bottom corner somewhere, bottom right corner. Oh, I really need to read this in pattern. Fingers crossed it's straight because I don't want my head to get in the way. I'm using the grid paper, the lines on the grid paper, to help line up my bit of paper so I know that's straight. And then hopefully my stamp will be a 2. No guarantees with that. There we go. I think that's straight. So now we are just going to put on our stamped piece. Who uses more dimensionals than me? Sometimes I'll use more, sometimes I'll put like 9 on the back of a bit of cardstock. Other times I'll be quite conservative. So this is looking different to the sample because my rectangle is a different size to theirs. They have their card, the white piece, up higher with a bigger gap down the bottom. I've like centered mine, so it doesn't really matter. It's your own design. Do what you want with it, but just remember that like all these samples in the catalogue are perfect for casing. And if you're not familiar, casing means copy and selectively edit. So that's what we're doing. We are copying this design and we're slightly changing it to make it our own. And there's nothing wrong with that. Perfectly fine. You use more dimensionals than me, Sue. Depends what mood I'm in. How many I use, really. So this would be a nice, simple, quick card if I wasn't talking so much. It'd be a quick card to make. We are nearly done. I'm just now going to add on some rhinestones. No, I think these are sequins. They are the Artistry Blooms adhesive backed sequins. They come in several colours. And I think I'm going to go the purple or the blue. I'm going to go the blue to pick up that little bit of blue that's on our umbrella there. And because they're adhesive backed, they just peel straight off. You don't like it to sag. Yeah, that's right. You don't want it to sag. True. A couple down here. And a couple up here like it's raining. So we have a big raindrop. Another big raindrop. And then, oh, I have to do an extra. There we go. There's our first card, or our second card today, sorry. But we've cased the catalogue. So these catalogues, once the products, you can't, what am I trying to say? Once the catalogues go out of date and we have a new catalogue out, don't throw them away because they are perfect for inspiration. I go through all my old catalogues, I don't throw any of mine out, and I keep them. And every so often, if I'm stuck for an idea, I'll pull the catalogues out and I'll flick through them and go, I really like how they've got the layout of that card, how they've used this embellishment there. And yeah, I use them as inspiration all the time, so don't throw them out. If you have the room to store them, store them. Worst comes to worst, tear out the pages of the samples that you really like and you want to use and keep them in a file somewhere. But yeah, wonderful inspiration, these catalogues. Alright, so there's another one. And we're going to do one more, okay? I'm going to case this one as well. If you don't want to hang around, that's perfectly fine. I'm just crafting and chatting, so you're free to hang around, or if you have something else to do, then you're free to leave. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to make you stay. Put you in that naughty corner if you leave. No. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to make it a portrait card. So they have a landscape card here. This one, I'm going to make a portrait card. So I already have my pool party cardstock and I made a tent fold card. I like these for stability because in a front folding card, you get a lot on the front. They get a bit heavy. They tend to fall over a lot. So if you use a tent fold card, they're just that little bit more stable. So you can put heaps of layers on the front, which I tend to do, and they're not going to fall over as easily. So that's my new favourite portrait style card, is the tent fold card. Alright, so I'm still going to recreate this in that I'm going to add the water drops, and I'm going to add the layers and the stamped umbrella and the flowers and all the rest of it. So, but my umbrella I'm going to do in this Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. I'm going to use the ombre side for our umbrella. So let's do that first so I can get that off my desk because I'm sort of running out of room. Don't we all do that? Please tell me I'm not the only one who ends up, I start with a 6-foot table and I end up with this tiny 12 by 12, not even 12 by 12 half the time. It's like an 8 by 8 size of desk that I'm working on. Everything is piled up either side of me. Things are falling down off the table and oh, it's just a mess. Okay, so that'll do. Pretty. Right. Sorry, that was a bit loud. I forget sometimes when I'm on doing a live that people don't want to hear all my banging and clanging and carrying on. Because I don't put things down gently half the time. Alright, so I need to trim off here because it's not going to fit. Helps if I get it in the punch, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, I still need to trim more. Here we go. We'll get it right in a second. There we go. And I need, oh, got a bonus handle for later, another project. Oh, that'll go well. Look on this. My glimmer one that I did. Oh, there's another card coming up. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I need another black handle. I forgot what I'm copying now. I covered it up. They've stamped that handle, but I'm too lazy for that right now. So let's just do another punched one. Sorry. I know, the camera shakes every time I punch. I can't do much about that. So they are ready to go. Now, I've already pre-cut this square of Pool Party that they have on their card there. I'm going to cut out, this is that paper, the same ombre paper from the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. And I'm going to use the stitched shape dies for this. So I'm pretty sure that's what I've used for that one. Yep. And we're going to pick the lighter end of the paper. Hopefully I have that on straight because the paper has lines in it, so it'll be really obvious if I get that die on crooked. Alright, so there's our rectangle. See how it's coming together. I'm going to stamp on that later, but I just want to stamp the sentiment and the flowers so we can get them coloured, and I've lost the stamp set. Found it. Life's showers bring you flowers. Isn't that true? You have to go through some bad times to get to the good times, I think. Can't all be sunshine and, what is it? Sunshine and unicorns, or whatever the saying is. And I have a feeling that I probably put that on too small a piece, and I'm going to cut off some of that circle. I can hide it under the umbrella if I do that. So let me find a small circle. Oh, is it going to fit? Just. Is it going to be too small? To turn these around to the opposite side, you can see where the stitching line is going to be and where the die is. Because if you look at that side, you go, okay, so where's it going to cut? Right at that edge, right on this edge, or somewhere in between. So turn it upside down, and you can easily see. Alright, some of my wording is going to have stitching on it, which I'm not very happy about. But that's too big. Way too big. Alright, I'll have to get a circle punch happening. Right, so we'll go grab a circle punch. It's handy. 1.5 inch circle punch, I think. Should be just right. Perfect. Alright, now we need to stamp our flowers. Oh, I've covered it again. 3 lots of flowers. So they have used this little set down there, and then, no they haven't, they've used a single one, this one down there. Doesn't really matter what you choose, I'm just going to choose that one too. You just want some flowers. I'm going to do some simple colouring with these. I'm not going to go for the, trying to do a blended look or anything like that. First, because they're way too small to do that on, and I don't want you all sitting here for days while I colour these flowers. So we're just aiming to get colour on them, nothing more. Now with these, you do have to fussy cut them. Okay, there is no die for these. So if you don't like fussy cutting, then possibly find, oh, my finger caught in the ink pad. Oh my goodness, this is dangerous. Then I don't know what I was saying now. Someone remind me. I don't know. Alright, we need an orange and a pink and a green. Who's got a favourite green? My go-to green is Granny Apple Green. I love it. So I picked the wrong one, I picked the dark one, but anyway, it doesn't matter now, it is what it is. I wanted the light one. And isn't it funny with colours? Well, I think it's funny. I really like garden green as a colour as well. Lots of people don't like that colour. What's everyone's thoughts on garden green and Granny Apple Green? This is my favourite. When I first saw it, I went, whoa, that's a bit bright and in your face. But I seriously love it. Okay, because our umbrella is orange, I'm going to make our main flowers orange, I think. Match the umbrella. I might choose Granny Apple Green and Old Olive. Is that what you like, Sue? Yeah, I don't mind Old Olive. Alright, so that was pumpkin pie, Granny Apple Green, and I think this is Lovely Lipstick. Oh, okay. I didn't realise I still had a retired coloured lens in my stash. Let's change that, shall we? And let's use Floaty Flamingo. And I don't like this Floaty Flamingo with this orange. No! So, I'm going to pick another colour. But I have to colour all these in now, Floaty Flamingo. I think that's okay. Everyone has to vote for me. keep the floaty flamingo or change it to a different pink. I could go over the top of it with something else, but I don't currently like it. Not a fan with the orange. I'm going to start fussy cutting them while you're all voting. I can find my scissors. Alright, so when you're fussy cutting, move the scissors. Sorry, don't move the scissors, move the paper, that's what I'm trying to say. So I keep my scissors still and I move the paper. I don't know if that's how you're meant to do it, but it works for me, so I'm going to try and stay in camera. Alright, so no one's voted yet. Should I keep the floaty flamingo or replace it? Go over it with something else. And hands up if you are a fussy cutter fan. Fussy cutting fan, I should say. I think fussy cutting is like the old, you either love it or hate it type of thing. One. I forgot that yellow. Oh, there we go. I forgot that one too. Oh my goodness. What else would I use instead? I don't know. What about, what's this? I could go real red. I don't know, maybe I should leave it. I don't want to wreck it. Like, I'm not a fan, but I don't think it's overly bad. I can make a new colour, but then if I do it and I don't like it, I can make it worse. I don't know, so yeah. It's not broken, don't fix it. I should probably leave it. Alright, one more bunch of flowers to cut out. The biggest one, these should be quicker. You don't have to be perfect when you cut these out. No one's going to look at it and go, oh look, that area around there has got a wider border than that side. Sue, brilliant idea. Try it on a scrap bit of paper first and see if it works. Yes, good idea. I like the way you think. Alright, our flowers are cut out. So let's try that. We'll do it on a bit of Whisper White because that is what we're doing it on. Alright, floaty flamingo, real red over the top. I don't know, really not that much difference. It's darker. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. Alright, I've made an executive decision. Let's move all these stamps out of the way. I'm getting a really small space. Now I need the raindrops. And they are going to be done in Pool Party, same colour as the cardstock. And so I'm trying to recreate this card. They have mainly like the top half with raindrops. So let's just make sure we have the raindrops going the right way. Yes. No rhyme or reason to how I'm stamping them. I'm just trying to get as many on there sort of in the areas that I want. And our rain is coming down this way because I'm slanting my stamp. Doesn't matter. It's all good. And I think we might be done. I don't want to keep going. Now we're going to build our card. Copying this one. So we want that there, roughly. This here. Now they've got ribbon as well around the back. I'm not going to bother with the ribbon. Our umbrella's going to end up there. With that there. Oops. Our sentiment here. Let's cover that a little bit. Our little flowers, these little flowers down here, and then these in our umbrella. Oh, that's gonna look pretty. Alright, so now let's get this done. I'm not going to dimension line. Maybe I should. I will. Why not? Let's add dimensionals. And I find that when I place a card, like when I'm doing different elements and I stick them down, they inevitably end up different when I actually lift them and then do it properly. Right, so I'm just putting that one dimensional on there because the rest of this is going to have glue on it. So I'm going to glue just a little bit on the top there. I don't want to do too much because I don't want it to come off where it shouldn't be. You don't need to cover the whole thing with glue, just so that I can. So it's stuck there, and then the dimensional is here. Alright. Okay, so now we put on our umbrella, which I'm going to stick down. So I don't want too many dimensionals on here. And I'm only putting glue in the middle because I want to be able to put that umbrella handle again and the sentiment from the side. So let's put our umbrella that direction. Now whenever you're casing a card, it doesn't have to be the same as the sample that you're copying. You have a bit of license to make it your own. Or you can copy exactly as someone else has done. Now I need to get that in there before my glue dries a little bit. My handle sticking up a little bit. There we go. Now I've made a bit of a mess with that glue there, but it's okay because I think the flowers might cover it. Oops, right way around. So I have flowers there. So pretty. And then I've lost a set of flowers. Oh, there they are. And then this little bunch down on the sentiment. Just like that. And again, I'm going to use those beautiful adhesive back sequins. Alright, so this time, well, I used the blue ones last time, didn't I? I'm thinking I want to bring in a bit of that orange or a bit of the yellow. Definitely not the purple. I don't know what colour. Actually, I've used them last time. It's either the orange or the yellow. It's sort of like an orangey pinky. They might go well because I've got the orange and the pink in the flowers. Oops, it's stuck to me instead of the card. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh my gosh, I got a bit of cat hair stuck on there. Oh, goodness, where are my tweezers gone? Why is that not coming off? Oh, I'll deal with that later. I love my animals, but seriously, they get everywhere. Okay, there we go. Let me pull this away so you can see what I copied. A mess. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there we have it. My under my umbrella cards. I've cased the two from the catalogue. And I've cased one of my own. Sorry about all the mess. Oh my goodness. Really, really pretty set. Perfect if you have anyone who's having a baby shower, or a bridal shower, or just anyone who loves flowers and sweet cards. They remind me of spring, these cards, spring and summer. Really, really pretty set. And I love the gum boots. I probably should have used the gum boots on a card, but it's really, really pretty. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. And I hope that you have been inspired by what I've created today. Ignore my mess. Okay, just chop that off. Ignore my mess. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for sticking around and watching me. I'm quickly going to run over the things that I mentioned at the start in case people popped in and didn't see or hear about them. My stamping by mail using the Curvy Christmas stamp set. Registration's closed for that on 22nd of November. All the details are on my website, simplystampingwithnorelle.com. Then I have my online class on the 27th of November. That is live via Zoom and Facebook Live. And registration's closed for that in 2 days. So if you want to come to that online, then make sure that you check out the details and link and register. And then my cards and bingo I'm having on the 11th of December, again via Zoom and Facebook Live. Registration's closed for that on the 27th of November. So make sure that you visit my blog for all the details. If you have any questions, need clarification, or need more details, then please contact me, message me, comment below, whatever you need to get your question answered. And I hope to see you back here next Wednesday. Have a crafty week. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.